Alrighty, Questers, welcome back to another spooky quest, this time at HHN 34.
We are doing this at the very end of the night if we do look a little disheveled. So we are going to cut back to us way earlier in the morning. Jesus.
In the afternoon.
In the afternoon. It's a little late. We're
The
a little
HHN
tired.
morning.
The HHN morning at WWE.
Yeah.
This video may contain graphic depictions, blood, and things relevant to horror.
Alright, we're in the Screamer link, well, the line for WWE, The Horrors of Wyatt 6, which shall henceforth be known as WWE. Sorry. Or Wyatt 6. I feel like that works.
That works too.
So we basically have a walk-on line. As soon as this opens at 5:15, everybody's going to start moving and then we'll be through. After this, we're probably going to hit up Terrifier.
Yeah.
Or Jason Universe, depending on which line
We're gonna see.
looks easier to get through. Because Jason opens at 6, Terrifier opens at 5:30, so it's like...
It's a kind of nice benefit of doing Stay and Scream or Scream Early. It used to be called Stay and Scream. It's now named Scream Early. It's kind of the benefit of it is you can stagger your house's openings, and then we can all jump in line as we go. So it's kind of beneficial. You can typically get through 2 to 3 houses before park opens at 6:30, which is quite nice.
As long as you go from house to house. If you stop and take breaks, you're going to waste
You're
that
going to waste that time.
So.
We always recommend as soon as you get here, get some water, maybe a snack, hop in line, and then we'll go from house to house to house. As soon as everything opens at 6:30, we'll get another snack and some water.
Yeah, but we'll let you know when we get closer to, and then of course give you our thoughts on WWE.
Alrighty, we're just going to interrupt really quickly. Day 1, I know this is day 2, Ellie, but we just want to interrupt to go over our hype list really quickly before we get into any of the houses. So then that way at the very end of this video, we can give you our updated hype list, I guess.
Alrighty, what is your hype list?
So my hype list, I am reading off my phone because there's a lot, but house-wise, it goes Jason Universe, I'm the most excited for, then El Artista, then Galkin, FNAF, WWE, Hatchet and Chains, Terrifier, Fallout, Graves of Flesh, and then Dolls. For scare zones, it's Crooked Lane, so the Crooked Cat Lane, Masquerade, Dance with Death, Toxic 20s, Origins of Horror, and then you got Mel's and Club Horror, which for this I'm considering for as a scare zone. And then for shows, probably Hauntofonic and then Nightmare Fuel. Alrighty, what is your hype list, Jacob?
Alright, so for houses, we have Jason Universe, El Artista, WWE, The Horrors of Wyatt 6, Galkin, Five Nights at Freddy's, Fallout, Dolls, Hatchet and Chains, Terrifier, and then Graves of Flesh at my number 10 spot. Scare zones, again, counting Mel's and Club Horror. We have Cat Lady of Crooked Lane, Origins of Horror, Toxic 20s, Masquerade, Mel's Die-In, Zombies, and then Club Horror at the very bottom. And then for shows, it's the same thing. Hauntofonics and Mel's, or Hauntofonics and Nightmare Fuel. Enjoy the rest of day 1.
All right, I also want to talk about a fun thing. If anyone went to Taylor Swift Eras Tour last year, they knew that treating bracelets was a really big thing. It kind of got translated over into the Halloween Horror Nights community as well. I'm sure it did for a lot of other communities, but it's one I'm a part of. And so if anyone ever sees me, I am trading bracelets. And also, feel free to join. It's a lot of fun. You can always get some beads on Amazon or things like that. And they're a ton of fun to make. You make them for the houses and things. So I definitely love it. So I'm wearing my WWE ones. I'm ready to go to do some trading. They're showing these really fun clips that they filmed specifically for Halloween Horror Nights for the Wyatt 6 stuff. So it's really fun getting to watch these in line. I'm loving having like something themed to the house that we're in instead of just like scary clips over and over and over again. And they're showing like even the Firefly Fun house clips, which is a lot of fun. If I'm not mistaken, this is actually an interview after Ryan Wyatt? I'm so sorry if I said that wrong. I do deeply apologize. But I believe, if I'm not mistaken, these are interviews they did for after it that kind of like go into the lore of the Wyatt 6.
Alrighty, so we are now in line for Jason Universe. It opens at 6, it's 5:44. We're, again, pretty much first in line.
We're kind of near there, kind of like we were for WWE, which is quite nice. So,
yeah. But speaking of WWE, what was your thoughts?
It was good. It was a lot
after
of fun.
They let us in.
After they let us in. It was a lot of fun. I will say I'm a little disappointed just because I think we missed some of the scares. Like I don't think some of them were either going or we just weren't hitting it quite right.
It's timing. It's why we suggest you come multiple nights, is so you can hit all of those scares in a good order.
Yeah.
But overall, I think it was really great. The set design was awesome.
Gorgeous.
The rooms for each of the members of the Wyatt Six were really cool. I loved Huskus's like schlop. Yeah.
Stuff going on. It was kind of like a factory. Kind of reminded me of the Major Suites a little bit.
And it was a
really
little
cool.
bit Saw-esque too.
Yeah.
So
really, really fun. I really enjoyed that.
overall, what would you grade it on a scale of 1 to 10?
1 to 10. Probably like a 7. I think set design was great. Scares were kind of lacking, but it was really long too, which really helps.
I'm gonna copy that 7, but I see a lot of room for growth as the event goes on.
Alrighty, so we're done with Jason. We're gonna quickly go through a scare zone called Club Horror, and then we'll give you our thoughts on the Jason Jason house. So Club Horror is a not technical scare zone. It's actually more of like an entertainment area. It's gonna actually have a draft beer section and DJs, a DJ, and some go-go dancers, which is really cool. Alrighty, so to give my review for Jason as we head to our third house of the night, it is only like 6:10, I think, somewhere in there. My review, Jason, awesome. Second half of the house is wild. First half is a little lackluster, but overall, 8 out of 10.
So, quick review of the Jason for me. I think it was really good. I think if you're hoping for like a collection of the greatest hits from the movie series, you're gonna be disappointed. It's really just Jason's around every corner. You see like a couple dead bodies and stuff like that. Ellie's munching on my chips. But overall, it's a ton of fun. I'm gonna rate it about 8 out of 10. I think if it had more story elements recognizable from the movie, it would be higher up there, but overall, it's still an amazing house.
Here's our origin of horror scare zone. Dance with Death. Ooh, cannibalism. Heading into the crooked lane. Ooh. Oh, I love these decorations. The Cursed Cranberry Spritz. This is $14.75. It is not annual pass holder eligible, and it's quite good, but I will give you a review in just a moment. As we move forward, I'm going to give you my review. Oh God, I hear chainsaws. Of the Cursed Cranberry. Oh, that's good. Has a nice flavor. Kind of like a cranberry fruit punch in a sort. Kind of nice. Not overly fall or Christmassy, which I was worried about. And I see chainsaw people up ahead. 9 out of 10.
Also, over where we got the Cursed Cranberry Vodka Spritz, we got the new Twisted Tater Chips. I've eaten a few of them, so that's why it looks wimpy, but they are reviewing coming. All right, Twisted Tater Chips. Good review. Really good. It's sad that they're not the normal Twisted Tater that we've come to know and love from HHN, but they are a good replacement. I think it's just so hard to keep up stock-wise with the Twisted Taters. So doing the chips gives them a little bit of like stockability and like production value. They still have really good flavor. They're a little bit crispier than the Twisted Tater was, more like chips, less like a soft baked potato. But overall, I still really like them. I'm gonna give them a 9 out of 10. I'll be getting them again.
Alrighty, next up, Hatchet and Chains, Demon Bounty Hunters. Heck yeah.
Alrighty, now that we're done eating and getting ready for the night's festivities, we are in line for our third house, which is going to be Hatchet and Chains, the Demon Bounty Hunters. We wanted to do El Artista Spanish Haunting as soon as it opened, but it opened on a delay, so we'll have to hit that later in the night. But we are excited for this house. It was a somewhat fan favorite room. It was neither Ellie nor my favorite room in Slaughter Cinema 2, but the whole point of Slaughter Cinema is they take what is most popular and it'll eventually become a house. So this year we're getting Hatchet and Chains. Who knows, maybe next year we'll get Zyborgs or Killer Kringles. Alrighty, we just got done with Hatchet and Chains, the Demon Bounty Hunters, house number 3 of opening night.
Yeah, a lot of fun. I think I might have said 4 earlier, so I apologize if that's what I said. is what it is. I thought that was really good. I really liked it. That had some good scares.
Yeah, it had a lot of good scares. I don't know if we just got a good run and like bad runs of the others, but that one really brought it. I think it was one of the best spontaneous houses I've ever been in.
Yeah, genuinely, I
So-
think that was one of the best ones I've done.
Definitely beats Slaughter Cinema 2
Yeah.
and Museum. I
Yeah.
don't know if it beats Darkest Deal, only time will tell,
Darkest
but
Deal was
overall,
great.
I'm gonna go with 9 out of 10.
Same.
Wait times are a little bit high. We're not quite sure what we're doing next, but we'll catch you up when we figure that out. All right, we've split up for food. I'm going to Doll's Let's Play Dead's booth. Ellie is going to the Cat Lady of Crooked Lane to get walking tacos. It's gonna be a good night.
And here is the cat lady's house. We will stop by a little bit later to hopefully see a show that happens. Ooh. Oh.
As always, the important thing to remember with after hours events and just everything in general is to kind of do things at opposite times. So Stay and Scream is going to be your best time to like rope drop a house, obviously, and then once it hits about 6:30, 7 o'clock, you're going to be kind of SOL. You're going to need to do things at opposite times. So we've noticed a little bit of a dip when the shows go on, like Hontophonics and Nightmare Fuel, and then also eating while everybody else is in the really high wait times is a good idea, but we'll see what happens.
And we do have the walking taco. This is going to be a birria taco with salsa verde, birria, and Tostito chips. Salsa verde chips too. Add some salsa on top with some cilantro and onions. This is $14.99. It's pass holder eligible for, I believe, $11.99. Okay, I'm eating this with a spoon because they were out of forks. Trying to get a little bit. Okay. Oh my god. Okay. All right. Chip and meat. That's all I got. Okay. That has a nice spice to it. That meat is really juicy, very tender. Nice and warm. The chips. Plus salsa and it's kind of spicy, which I kind of enjoy. Quite good. I really like these. I think I preferred last year's walking tacos, but this is pretty up there. This is a good, I wish it had a little bit more than just meat and chips because it's kind of all that's on it. So for me, probably like a 7 out of 10, but still pretty good.
And then for our first souvenir cup beverage of the season, we got the Toy Box Cider, which is Fireball Cinnamon Whiskey, lime juice, cinnamon, ginger, and black sugar syrups with sparkling apple cider and gummy bear garnish. It smells really good. You can get this in the souvenir cup for $18 or a refill for $14 or a 12-ounce single serve for $14. The souvenir cup is going to be the best bang for your buck because it is 20 ounces. So basically you pay $4 for 8 extra ounces the entire season. Over the drink now. Weirdly sweet for a beverage with sparkling cider and whiskey in it, but overall, I think it's the right amount of sweet for an alcoholic beverage. Doesn't taste sugary sweet, almost just tastes like, honestly, appy juice.
Ooh.
With a little bit of a whiskey burn on the back end. Not overpowering though, not like feeling it in my chest or anything. Overall, I'm gonna give this an 8 out of 10. It's really good. I just kind of wish I could taste the alcohol a little bit more, but I'm a monster in that case. And from the Dolls Let's Play Dead booth, I got the Mom Cut the Crust Off PB&J, which is a fried peanut butter and jelly sandwich with hot maple syrup and chili flakes. Kind of like a adult Uncrusty, if you will. Here we go. Oh my God.
Oh, we're grabbing for the water already.
It's hot. It's got a spice to it.
Ooh.
Not too overwhelming. I wouldn't say. You can also avoid the chili flakes, and I feel like be very good. Maple syrup is a good option right there. It's the inside. It's very fried. Like, I bit into it and it tasted exactly just like deep fried Oreos, if you remember that from the booth. What was that, 2 years ago?
Yeah.
So if you don't like fried foods, I'd stay away from this. But overall, it's got great flavor. I think it's really fun and really unique. Fits the house perfectly. So I'm gonna go 6 out of 10 for this one. Alrighty, so we got done eating our little nom noms, little PB and J Sammys, and now we're gonna get in line for Gulkin because it dropped to 25 minutes, and we haven't done it yet.
So we're gonna go do that.
Thoughts after. All right, so we just got done with Gulkin, Legends of the North. I think that's the name of it. Let me say, Monsters of the North, not Legends. Review coming soon, but we are gonna head back to the front of the park because some of the houses up there are dropping, i.e. Graves of Flesh, and even FNAF we see at 60, 65, which is insane. So we'll see you guys there and give your reviews on Gulkin. So here's my little word of warning. Always eat when the houses are high, because we ate when everything was really high, and then we managed to see that Gulkin dropped to 25 minutes. By the time we made it over there, it was 35. But still, I mean, it didn't even feel like 35. It probably was 25, 30-ish minutes. And then while we were in there, times just dropped drastically because we are about 2 hours into the event, so the shows have started. We've had the first Nightmare Fuel going. We're about to have the first Hauntofonics going. We're stopped for delivery vehicle. So overall, if you time it like that, you'll see things drop. I mean, Graves of Flesh was 100 minutes, nope, 60 minutes at opening, and now it's 30, which is great.
All right. So first of all, Gulkin. Let me know if I'm wrong. Really good. I really enjoyed that. That was a lot of fun. Sets were really pretty, and I got some really good scares.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I did. It was really fun. And then that ending part was kind of wild. So I really like that house. Personally, probably 9 out of 10 for me. That's up there.
It's pretty strong. So for Gulkin, really good house, very beautiful set direction. I mean, reminds me of like a Dead Man's Pier.
Yeah.
I don't think we had a beautiful house last year. Blood Moon, that was a really pretty house too. It's very pretty, smells good, has the cold in it. Like it a lot. The creatures in there, I think it's the most creature-filled one we've seen so far.
We're moving.
So a lot of cool creature designs, stuff like that. Gulkin herself, she's gonna get bigger, bigger, bigger. And then that last room, not gonna spoil it, but what you actually travel through, so gross.
Yeah.
I hated it.
Really cool set though.
Overall, I think a really solid 9 out of 10, just like Ellie said.
So we did, instead of going to Graves of Flesh, because as we got over here, jumped to 85 minutes, we are now going to be doing El Artistas at 50.
Yep, very excited. This is like our last major one we want to get through, the last of our top 5. Can this focus, please?
Camera won't focus, sorry. We're a little blue right now too, but yeah, really excited.
Alrighty, El Artista of Spanish Haunting done. What did you think?
That was awesome. Very, very beautiful. I think there were not a lot of scares, but the scares I did get were very scary. And the house was just like, we couldn't film the facade at all, but we're gonna put a picture that we have like right here. It is gorgeous. Like the entire house is just like, there's so much to look at.
It's like a scary version of the Haunted Mansion. There's
Yeah.
a lot of Pepper's ghost effects going on, creepy creatures that you can see, and just like a lot of fun stuff. My one complaint is I know there's an overarching story with it that I wish I could hear a little bit better.
Yeah.
But
I agree that there is an overarching story. I think if you didn't watch, there's a podcast thing that they do that's like 30 minutes long. If you didn't watch that beforehand, you might be a little lost in the story. I think we watched that and it added another element for us to like look out for, which was a ton of fun. So definitely check that out.
But I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10 as well.
All right, we're going to figure out our next house. But before then, we might hit the tribute store.
So
come with us. And somebody really toxic up my 20s.
heading into the tribute store. Oh my gosh. This is awesome. It's supposed to be a museum, which is really cool. Oh, look at this. This looks like the director or the usher. I could be wrong on either of those counts. And then this is the storyteller. A little bit more of some stuff going on here. This is really cool. Lots of cool things. I love this in here.
I'm just gonna stand back here and everything will be fine.
Even Art the Clown, like all the people. Oh my goodness, I'm obsessed. This is really cool. I will say it is very, very small, which is a little disappointing. We got like a bunch of broken pillars. Oh, the skeleton is cool. He reminds me of Skyrim. If you know, you know. It's a cabinet of artifacts. This is so neat. Hello. Look at this beast. He's so cool. Some more little like artifacts and things. This is really, really cool. Don't worry, we do have a Medusa head, but we also have more artifacts. These are like mummy ones. These are cool.
Yeah.
They even have some paintings up here, and they have like a Vincent van Gogh. This is really cool. This is cool. There's a gargoyle up there. And there's like some torn tapestries, kind of like it's the museum that's decaying. This is awesome. A lot of the antiques and things have this next to it, which is really cool. I like that it tells you about it too. This goes to this guy. This is really cool. So this artifact talks. But some of them have different things that happen, so this is really neat. Definitely want to talk for that. Why don't we head to our next thing? We're gonna walk and we're gonna talk. We're gonna talk about the tribute store. So we just went through that. You guys got to see a little bit of that. It's really cool. I like it. My biggest issue, and I'm sorry if I'm not looking at you, there are a lot of people. We are headed to our next house, by the way. But tribute store is really cool. The problem is it's a little lackluster because part of it is in Mummy. The other portion is, it is tiny. It is very, very small. And they have Mummy running, and part of the tribute store is in the Mummy store. So that just causes a lot of busyness to happen.
You know how long we
Look
waited
out
for
for those
WWE?
directional signs, Predator the Flesh. Also, FNAF is 140 minutes. Oh my god. I'm not gonna lie. The walk for Graves of Flesh, Terrifier, WWE, FNAF is honestly almost worse than the parade building walk for the Monsters Unchained. Change of plans, we got there, and Terrifier's 30 minutes, which is actually 5 minutes shorter than Graves of Flesh. So we're jumping in to do that. We're gonna do Wet Side. So this is me before Terrifier. Already kind of sweaty and wet. This is you.
Me before the wet path on Terrifier. Already sweaty and sticky. Alrighty, back to present Ellie and Jacob. We got done with Terrifier. What'd you think?
Good. It was good. It was,
Do you want me to go while you collect your thoughts?
yeah.
So it was really good. A lot of fun scares, a lot of like gore and bodies and stuff like that. It was definitely the goriest house I've ever seen, which was as advertised. I feel like the wet path was maybe a little lackluster. Like it was literally just like they dropped water on you, like the wet parts of Popeye and Bluto's Vildratch barges. It's not really anything fun there. I think we're gonna skip it just for
Probably.
easiness.
Yeah.
But overall, another 10 out of 10. Really great house. Incredible. Art is awesome. He waved at me in the house, which was really fun.
I think a lot of the characters in it were really, really cool to get to see. I wish the wet path had more going on with it. It was a little lackluster. I didn't get a lot of the scares. So for me, probably a 7 out of 10. I'm hoping to do another run and maybe change that. But right now, 7 out of 10. I'm not the biggest fan of gore, so just kind of fell short for me. But it's still a lot of fun.
Alrighty, it is getting pretty late and we're tired and we both have to work our normal jobs in the morning. So we are going to cut this here and pick it back up tomorrow where we hopefully finish out the rest of the houses, see the shows, and try some food. So we'll see you guys tomorrow.
Bye.
Alrighty, Questers, welcome back to day 2 of HHN. We were filming this a little bit later, just like we did our intro. You gotta hit the ground running during Scream early.
Sorry.
So we're gonna cut back to what we did earlier today, and then you'll catch up with us later on.
We are in line for FNAF right now. The line is at capacity. The house isn't even open yet, so that's a lot of fun. All right, we finally started moving.
Barely.
Barely. But the house is open, we heard cheers, so it's a good sign. We're a little worried that it's going to be really long.
Alrighty, now that we got wrapped up with Five Nights at Freddy's, we are headed to Louis, which has been rethemed to Five Nights at Freddy's Dining because we want to try some pizza or some pasta. Can't really decide which one. Alrighty, and from FNAF Dining, we got the Why Not Have Both Pizza and Pasta Pizza, which is garlic butter crust topped with spaghetti, meatballs, and spiced Parmesan. This one's $14.99 and pass holder discount eligible. And then we also got the Mike ... Eggs Benedict, which is an Eggs Benedict sandwich with Canadian bacon, egg, American cheese, and holiday sauce. You can get this for $9.99, also pass holder discount eligible. I'm gonna go for the Mike Eggs Benedict sandwich because I want Ellie to try the pizza.
Okay, I'm fine with that. Ooh, look at that chomp. Went right on in there.
Wow. That tastes like a $10 Egg McMuffin.
That was $10. Oh my god.
Yep.
It's really small for $10.
Not really getting hollandaise sauce, not really getting Eggs Benedict. Getting Canadian bacon. It's great. You can order this at McDonald's
Oh boy.
for like $6. 2 out of 10.
I don't even know how to go about this, guys. So I'm cutting the meatball first just to make sure that if anything happens, I at least get some meatball. And I'm cutting the pizza. Don't at me. I'm sorry. I don't know how else to eat this.
You gotta eat it like a man. Fold it like a taco.
Taco is wild. That's kind of a big bite. Oh boy. I might have cut out more than I can chew, but we're gonna find out. All right. You know what? I'm not gonna lie. I don't hate that. It's creative. It kind of just tastes like garlic bread and spaghetti and meatballs. Like, you know how like when you like dip your garlic bread and you get some meatballs and some spaghetti and you eat it? Just me? I don't know. That's what that tastes like. It's good. It's a really large portion. I think it's pretty much, I feel like it's worth it. But I think it's pretty good. I actually really like this. I'm gonna give it, it's creative, it's fun. Fits into the movie. I'm thinking of my score while I vamp. I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10. I think it's pretty good. It's really large.
High praise.
It's large. I feel like it's worth its price. I feel like you get a lot. It's just basically spaghetti and meatballs with garlic bread, just all like on an easy thing to eat. Well, kind of easy. I like it. It's got good flavor. Yeah, 9 out of 10.
So we finished up at Louis / Five Nights at Freddy's, and now we are heading to Graves of Flesh. We'll give you our thoughts on the Five Nights at Freddy's house when we get over there. But yeah, once we knock out Graves of Flesh, we'll be down to 2 more houses to do towards the back of the park. Hopefully wait times dip. It's been a little bit high. Five Nights at Freddy's used up all of our Scream Early advantage, and it wasn't even that great of an advantage for Five Nights at Freddy's. So that one's just gonna be suck it up and do it at some point in your night, I think. Last night I saw it drop to 65 once. I'm gonna keep an eye on it tonight. But overall, I think it really is just, whenever you do it, you're gonna have to wait. There's no good time. All right, we just got into Graves of Flesh queue. We were gonna give our thoughts. It's really loud and noisy in here. So we're gonna wait and give you both Graves of Flesh and Five Nights at Freddy's thoughts once we're done with both of them. So stay tuned for that. It'll be a quick moment for y'all, 45 minutes for us. Alrighty, Graves of Flesh is done. So we are going to head over to where Haunted Phonics is. It's about 40 minutes until the next showing, but everything is really high wait time wise right now. So we might as well just go over there, give you our thoughts on both that and FNAF, and then I'll let you know what we think of the show when it happens, of course. All right, so my review for FNAF, um, good-ish. The sets are really impressive. The animatronics are really impressive. It's very sparse on the scares and the horror aspect of it. It really is just like almost like a walk-through ride, kind of, where you just walk through, see the animatronics, have fun, and then leave. You might get a couple scares, mostly from the cupcake, which I find really weird. Also, that cupcake's terrifying. Like the way it just
Its teeth are freaky.
but overall, I give it a 6 out of 10. Probably the weakest house this year for sure, by far. And I don't think you're ever going to wait a good amount of time for it just based off of these first 2 nights. So overall, do it once. I don't think you're going to do it more than that, though.
Alrighty, so we did FNAF. FNAF was a lot of fun. The only thing is it was very, very short, and there's not a lot of scares. There's not a lot of scares, and the scares are not very scary. You kind of can see them coming more than most, so it kind of takes the edge away a little bit, and the house is very, very short. Like he said, it very much is akin to like going through a ride. The animatronics are very, very impressive, so a very impressive house, but definitely lower on my list for sure. Definitely a 6 out of 10.
Now, for Graves of Flesh, we had a lot of fun with it. The house is really cool, has some great smells, smells really good, then it just smells like dirt, then it smells like nothing. The creature design, really cool, I like it a lot. I like the grave crawlers. Is that what they're called?
Yeah, I feel like grave
So,
dwellers, something like that.
the way they like picture you going deeper and deeper into, a cemetery, into an own grave, and then like seeing where these creatures dwell and stuff is really cool. A lot of good scares too. I enjoy like the zombies hiding in there too. That's a lot of fun. Some really cool like moving rotational items that I feel like we don't usually see in houses. Overall, really strong. I'm gonna give that one a 9 out of 10. Definitely up there for me, which is funny considering it was at my bottom.
And then we did Graves of Flesh. I actually was very excited for this one. Really cool. I really liked it. I thought that was a lot of fun. I got very scared in it a lot more than I thought I was gonna. So that was perfect. The sets were really cool, but they were kind of same throughout the house. I think the first 2 sets were like the biggest like whoa factor. So not gonna be very wow, but I think it was a lot of fun. It had some good smells too. So for me, that's probably a 8 out of 10.
Our main feature will begin in just 10 minutes.
All right, we stopped off in a Men in Black for some AC. But what'd you think of Haunted Phonics?
It was good. It was a lot of fun. The second half was a lot better than the first half. I had a lot more fun. I was bopping along a lot more. It is very long and very much just kind of like enjoy some sights and enjoy some music. Nothing really like whoa factory to it. Like sensational.
Yeah, I think Sensational I like a lot better. It's fun. It's got a lot of cool water projections and stuff like that that are uniquely Halloween themed. The music is cute. It reminds me of like something you would see in a cheesy 90s slasher music.
Yeah.
With like the radio overlay and like
Yeah.
just
They
some of
kept
the
doing,
music
like,
they're
weird
playing.
little, like, yeah, it was
Think of like, I think it's Halloween 6 that has like the radio channel that's a huge part of the movie. Something like that. Overall, I really like it. I think I'm gonna rate it an 8 out of 10. I think if it had fireworks or like some drones with it, it might be a lot more fun. And the second half is really strong. The first half is just not as strong.
I agree. I'm gonna give it, I think, a 6 out of 10 because of that.
Yeah. All right, now that we have wrapped up shows, it's kind of peak time of night. Everything's really high. It's that 9:30 time. 9:30 just flashes.
But 9:30.
But you want to go see some Death Eaters?
We're gonna go see some Death Eaters, which is great because I have my new Narcissa hair with my two-tone brown and my two-tone blonde. If you have not noticed, because I had ombre hair before this and color theory. That's it.
I like how you said color theory as if you're like using art for your hair and not just like had trouble matching for a second.
No. I didn't have trouble matching, mind you. If you went into the store with me, I was taking my roots up to those, you know how they have like the little like hair strand pieces of the color? Yeah, I like did that. And it matched, but I forgot that I'm blonde, and so it's gonna come out lighter than my actual roots.
Yeah. He's diagonally.
Diagonally.
Did he say diagonally? Shame. All right.
Death Eaters are so friggin' cool.
Yeah, they're really good this year. Like I like them a lot, and I think they gave them a lot more to work with and a lot more visual and audio effects that were cool. Plus, like tying them into the narrative of like hunting for Harry and Gringotts is really cool. I like it. We saw them towards the tail end of the performance, so I kind of want to see if later on during the event we can catch them at the beginning to see more of how that starts. But overall, I think it's great.
That was awesome. Love that.
Yeah.
Now we're going to head on over to Nightmare Fuel. Line up for it. We always recommend about 45 to 30 minutes before. And then we're going to show you Nightmare Fuel.
Yeah. All right, guys. We'll see you then.
That is so cool.
Alrighty, so we just got done with Nightmare Fuel. We were in line for Dolls Let's Play Dead. What did you think of Circus of Decay as we move?
As we walk, it's moving quick. So good. Much better than last year. Definitely not the best year of Nightmare Fuel for sure. I still think that holds place for 2023. But for the circus theme that they've been doing, I definitely preferred it over last year. I think that this year's soundtrack was a little bit more like recognizable and things like that.
Had some bangers. I mean, last year's was good, but I think this year definitely the music fit the tone of the show more.
For sure. And they had some new Fuel Girls and things that were just really awesome to see. So really enjoyed getting to see that. 10 out of 10.
The guitar that was in it, that was a real guitar. I was looking, she had like actual mic packs and stuff.
Was like,
so that was real impressive.
That was really cool.
The Contortionist was really good. So overall, a really solid show. Not the best one I've seen. I'm going to give this one probably a 7 out of 10. But overall, I still really liked it.
I might have to change my rating. 10 out of 10 because I just love Nightmare. I'm a big Nightmare Fuel person.
Yeah.
Objectively, I'll say an 8 out of 10.
Okay. Now we're going to do Dolls, and we'll give you our thoughts once we're done visiting Lydia. Alrighty, we're in line for Fallout Last House to cross out all 10 of them and bring this video to a close. Very excited, not to bring this video to a close, but to be done with all 10 houses this year.
Yeah.
Because then we get to go through them again.
Yeah. Finalize our hype list, or rank list, my bad.
Yeah, but Dolls is a very good house. I rate it very highly. I think it used its sense of scale and its story to a very good extent. Something I've never seen in a Sprung Tent house before. I feel like they've all been very like small-minded and small scares, relying really on the cramped space to like terrify you. This, they played on people's fear of dolls very well. I feel like they played into a lot of the conceptions about like kids who torture their toys, basically.
Great, really, really good. I really enjoyed it. Had a lot of fun with it. Really good scares, really, really awesome sets. We kind of hit every mark, genuinely.
Yeah. Overall, I love the projections of Lydia in the windows. Really helped make you feel like you were doll size. But I'm gonna give it, I think, an 8 out of 10.
8 out of 10. I'm going 10 out of 10.
More scares would have pushed it over the edge for me, but we'll see you guys after we're done with Fallout and let you know how the Wastelands are doing.
I think I got all the scares.
Alrighty, we got done with Fallout an hour ago. Might have blitzed out some houses, put y'all away for a second.
We did.
But what'd you think of Fallout?
Fallout was a lot of fun. I think it scares, not very scary.
Not there.
Not very scary. There were a good chunk of them, but they're just not that freaky. I definitely think that it's more of a, if you've seen Fallout, you're gonna love it. It's
If you
cool.
play the games, I think you're really gonna like. It's the fun house. It's the Ghostbusters. It's Stranger Things. It's the one that's not really that scary because it's not really that scary in the IP. So,
Yeah.
But overall, we did all 10 houses, both shows, so all the scare zones. Ate some food.
I think the only thing we missed was art.
Yes.
So if we do get that, we'll insert some footage before this. But if we don't, I apologize.
But what are your top 3 houses?
Dolls.
Okay.
This is in no order.
That's why we're doing top 3.
Yeah. Dolls, Hatchet and Chain, LRT stuff.
I think I'm gonna go with El Artista, Terrifier, WWE.
Yeah, we did have a really good run
Yeah,
without you guys.
my second run was pretty good,
It was really
so
good.
I really liked it. But if you have enjoyed this, please look forward to a lot more HHN content throughout the season. We're doing Unmasking the Horror Tours pretty soon.
Next week.
And then later on, in the beginning of October, we'll be doing the 6-house tour. We have every house in one night, a food challenge. If you watch any of our festival challenges, you know we do those a lot. So just a ton more content coming up. So please look forward to that. Make sure to subscribe and like this video and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on any of our content. But yeah, make sure to check us out on all of our socials. We are everywhere at Park Questers. We also have a Patreon set up if you prefer to support us in that way. You get behind the scenes, get readies with Ellie, and a few other surprises. But until then, guys,
We'll see you on the next quest.
bye.